So,
There
good
we go.
morning. I'm not sitting and spinning anymore.
Hello.
I thought I was. For a second there, I was going,
I hate when that happens though.
yes,
And it's usually when you really want to get somewhere on the
yes,
internet.
yes,
Yeah.
and it sits and spins.
All the scrolling and looking around and Googling you do on your time where you're just wasting time, no big deal.
Quick question. If I do this, can you guys tell if I'm asleep or not?
Um,
I don't know, but these things are filthy dirty. My lord.
I'd say yeah, we could
You
because
could?
yeah,
Because my head will.
unless you set motionless, the minute you start moving around and talking, I think you're awake.
You think?
I think so.
All right, so if I
Yeah,
sit here like this,
you're trying to look
you
really
wouldn't know.
cool.
You wouldn't. Oh, so I can just sit here and be cool and keep my eyes closed and nobody will know. But then you can't hear me because I'm not close enough to the microphone.
So what's up? You sleepy, or
My
what's up?
eyes are just burning for some reason,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know why.
I wonder what that is all about.
I don't know. But it's the weirdest thing. Like the past couple mornings,
Mm-hmm.
every day at about 7:45, I'm like all of a sudden
Out like a light.
I just want to go to sleep. Just a little power nap.
A
That's
lot
all
of
I
times, when you eat food,
and I
that
ate a
kind
pack of crackers.
that's not enough.
I
Though.
don't
See,
know.
I'm eating an orange.
Yeah, I know, but an orange isn't carbs.
No, it's true.
Crackers and peanut well, the crackers, they're
Did you have
carbs.
peanut butter too?
They were the cheesy peanut butter cracker things.
Oh, like Nabs,
I don't know what you call those.
Lance. What?
Yeah, well, these are munchkins.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah,
These
that's
things.
what I'm kind of talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how many carbs did it say it
Uh,
had?
more than I want to know about. Well, if I could see it, hold on. Ready?
Blinded by
One
the light.
second. Hold on.
Oh,
24 grams of carbs,
you ate the whole pack.
and I ate the whole pack.
Okay, that could have something to do with it. It's not like eating a whole potato or anything.
5 grams of sugar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
All right.
probably ate the whole because I ate the whole pack. That just kind of made me go, and that's what it does.
Gotcha.
And remind me, guys, I have to talk into this microphone.
She's doing pretty good this morning.
I'm trying.
We're learning new routines.
I noticed yesterday because I
Mm-hmm.
went back and started watching a little bit just to see how I sounded because
Right.
I realized I was far away from the microphone. And when I'm far away from the microphone, it's hard to hear me.
That's the way that works. That's
Mhm.
exactly the way that works. Different kind of microphone than the one that we were using, which
Right.
was attached to the cameras
Correct.
that are viewing us right now.
Correct.
We switched to a way to wire up these a couple of days ago, one day last week, and it sounded much better. But you have to remember to be right in front of the microphone, and it's so
Yes.
easy for after 2 years of doing this without the microphone in front of us.
Right.
It's like
Actually,
a
it's
habit.
been almost 3 because we did it over there too, across the hall.
Oh, on the other morning show.
Uh-huh.
That's true. We did.
All right, 78 in Cleveland today. Rain ended at 3 o'clock. Got a half inch to an inch.
Okay.
Good morning to you as well, Mr. Gary. And I think I do have
Right
my
off the
word.
bat, he's helping. What a team player.
I'm telling you.
I like you, Gary.
You demand.
That's right.
Oh, see, it says unsafe changes again, so I'm afraid.
Mm-mm.
It says all right, I'm not going to save it. I do have a word, but I can't see it unless I save it, and I'm not going to save it because then it's going to go away.
Then it's going to go away. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Interesting.
Which means I will be reading today in music off of this. Dun 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 dun.
Cookie.
I just got cold.
Remember this particular coffee cup has a hole in
cookie
it.
holder
Oh, cookie holder
or crumpet
or
biscuit.
Oh, biscuit would work. Like a Hardee's ham and cheese.
Oh
no,
biscuit? No biscuits or cookies in England.
Oh,
It's
I see. I got
tea and biscuits.
Tea and biscuits.
Or tea and crumpets.
And then I've got my handy dandy cup full of Joe.
Uh-huh.
Which has got the lid on so it doesn't spill everywhere and electrocute us all because there's so much electrical equipment
There
here.
was a radio station in Baltimore, famous radio station in Baltimore. And you could actually hear that it was kind of a humorous thing because a lot of radio stations will record everything that you do.
Yes.
They call it air checks or a logger.
Yes.
And they went back and played the logger because it didn't kill because the logger is in a different room. But somebody spilled coffee on their board.
On the board. That's not good.
And being in Baltimore, You had the down the ocean horn. You kind of had that.
Oh, the speak, the
Yeah,
local speak.
you had that local accent.
Yes.
So they played back the logger, and you hear this smoke, smoke, dude. There's smoke, dude. It's smoking. Anyway, and then all of a sudden I went, and they were off the air.
No good.
No.
No good.
So whenever I think of smoke, that's what I think of.
Yeah, we have to have our engineers come in every so often
And clean
the board, because there's a little volume. Can you put the camera on this? I think they know what they're.
Yeah,
You've probably seen this
we
before,
talked
but if you
about
don't,
that. Yeah,
All
when
right,
you
so
weren't here one time.
see right here. Where's my hand? Yeah. All right, so they slide. Hold on just a second. Can't do that. Give me a second. Don't want anything to air
Right.
mistakenly. Let's see. I can turn this up, turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
I can turn it off. Light goes off. Light goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a hole here, so
It
inevitably,
gets dirt.
yeah, stuff falls down in
Oh,
there,
no, I gotta get my.
and it has to be clean. So our trusty engineers, Dave and Mike,
come in and
come in
do it
and
for us.
yeah, and sometimes they'll lift it up and they'll take a picture and send it to me. I'm like, look, dude, wait a minute. How long has it been since you did this? And they said, well, I don't think I've ever done it since I've been working for you guys. It's like, okay, so it's not just me. It's however many years of whatever went down in there.
Yeah, exactly. There could be like biscuit crumbs,
which
Mhm.
don't seem to ever go anywhere. They just stay biscuit crumbs forever.
They do.
That's
They
weird.
do. It's
So I
very
know
weird.
that's gross to think about, but it just naturally happens.
All right. So Gary said strawberries are blooming after the rain, and he said, "Are we getting T-shirts or beach blankets at the breakfast in October?" I'm going to bring the
Yes.
appetite. Those are
Potentiometers.
yes.
That's
Cynthia
right.
learned that a while back. Yeah. See, they
Mhm.
were with me. We were. I was like, I'm not quite sure why they called them a pot. You pot it up, and
Right.
and yes, and Gary informed me of that exact word.
It's a short.
You
short
were, I
version.
think, maybe on vacation or you were out
Right,
sick or
right.
something, but I was sitting over there where you are. Good morning, Foy.
Oops.
So the weekend of
Babaloo.
June 22nd,
Yeah,
I'm going to be near Dinwiddie, Virginia.
near Petersburg.
Yes.
Yeah, Blackstone area out
Sure.
that way. Yep,
If you say so. Great.
I do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Virginia National Speedway or something. Anyway, there's a National Hot Rod Association drag strip race. My first one ever. So I was told earplugs and headphones on top of it, just
Gotcha.
to really cancel out any really loud, obnoxious noise. And my eyeballs
My ball.
are burning. Oh, good morning, Victoria. Oh,
Yeah.
you're getting your air conditioner in your car fixed on June 12th. Well, that's good. Good morning, Lori Lee.
Everybody, how are you?
All right. Lori is jamming to LA Woman, The Doors, driving to the next teeter.
Okay,
All right.
very cool.
Good morning, ladies. Foy and
That's-
Victoria. Lori, I hope y'all have a great. Be careful driving, Lori.
Lori, that's a pretty good jam. Isn't that like 6, 7, 8 minutes long?
Woman. You're my woman.
Yeah, I get the
Uh-huh.
piano part.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
Dun, dun, dun,
Like a
dun,
T-Rex?
Like I can play. Yeah,
Like
No, that's like
like
this.
a T-Rex.
this is like Jerry Lee Lewis.
Phew. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's dun, 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 dun. See,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. We
makes
know
you want to drive faster.
We know exactly what he's talking about.
It kind of does make you want
It
to drive
does.
faster. It
Uh-huh.
does.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. Okay. He is coming to breakfast in October. We think
That's the plan.
that's the plan. She's getting it fixed on April or June 12th. I just shocked my nose. Somehow there was like static electricity and my nose just touched our metal microphone and it zapped my
It zapped
nose
you?
right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's kind of funny actually. That's why we're going to have the new bar. We're going to have the breakfast in the new bar area. I do believe.
Okay.
I believe. Because we can put like a couple tables in there, maybe, and all that kind of stuff, and just have it work. What year
I
you
can't
got?
wait for this. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Mine's a 2018. Mine's a 20. What is my car? 2007. and the other one's in 2009, I think. That sounds right.
You would know. I really don't. I know. I'm not really that versed in your model of car.
I think I have a
It falls under the
2009.
category of they all kind of look the same to me.
Yeah,
so
I think I have a 2007 and a 2009.
right.
But my 2007 is going to last me another 50 years.
Okay.
I've decided that. It's going to
Did you
outlive
say
me.
50?
Yeah, it's going to outlive me.
Okay.
I hope it's not October 6th either. Oh, the 6th through the 13th, you're on vacation.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay, we'll have to remember that. All right.
We better nail this date down so everybody
Yes,
comes
we need to.
now.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at the
Or
calendar.
there's going to be somebody that just can't be there. Do. Yeah.
I'm rolling in my chair to get the calendar
Yes.
because I'm wrapped up in my blanket and I don't want to unwrap.
All right.
Okay. So we have October.
We do.
I'm going to the calendar.
We got about 1 minute, less than a minute.
All right. So the second week of October is out for Lori. I'm thinking maybe the third week.
The third week in October. Is that leading up to
Columbus?
the
Well, Columbus Day weekend is on the 14th.
Ooh, nice long weekend.
I don't need Siri. She knows a lot. Oh,
My little helper in the car.
we're going in 20 seconds now. Hold on,
All
ladies
right,
and
here we go.
gents.
All right. Mic to air going on. Your station for the killer hits. 102.5, The Shark. It's the Jackson 5 and Dancing Machine. Bill and City morning killer hits all day. It is 8:11. And the Shark forecast, a little bit of a mixed bag here.
It's going to be sunny, going to be breezy, 85 along the coast, a little warmer inland, though. It's going to get up to 90, but the heat index value is going to feel more like 98-ish.
Okay.
Mostly cloudy, breezy tonight. Chance of showers or storms down to 72, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Chance of showers or storms once again and a high of 85.
All right. 70 right now in Chesapeake, 73 in Barco, and 76 in Nags Head at 102.5, The Shark.
We hear about AI this and AI that, and AI did this and
it's the new
AI
thing.
did that. It is artificial intelligence, of course, is what that means. And there's a new AI chatbot,
Okay.
whatever that is, but it lets you ask your future self for advice.
How do you wait a minute? How? Okay.
Well, you got to go to MIT to understand this one because they
Oh.
came up with it.
Well, that's a deal breaker.
It's
for
a
me.
new chat box called Future You, and it lets you ask an older and wiser version of yourself for advice.
Okay.
It learns about you by asking a series of questions about your life, your friends, your family, the past experiences you've shaped who you are and what your hopes are for the future. Then they also age your profile pic. So it looks like you're talking to an older version of yourself, and then it gives you advice.
All right.
One of the researchers who built it says he's talked to his future self quite a bit. And the most profound advice he's gotten was to spend more time with his parents because they won't be around
Oh.
forever.
Wow. Must have been the answers to the questions the way he answered it.
I guess. He said he thinks still about it, and that's the point. Quote, the goal is to promote long-term thinking and behavior change, and also to motivate people to make wiser choices in the present so they can optimize their future.
Wow.
Now, it's not clear when we might get to try it, but they've had over 340 volunteers tested out, and it left people feeling less anxious and more focused about what they want their future to look like.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
So it's an AI chatbot.
That's okay. So there's this thing out there called Chat GTP. I've heard, or GPT, whatever that is.
Something, sure, yeah.
And so that's already pretty well out there.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I have to say that. What would you ask? What would you ask your older self?
When should I retire?
When? Cindy, I would have never started working myself.
And when's my second million coming?
That's right.
Because I gave up on the first one.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Stick around. We got Today in Music on the way. That's coming your way in less than 10 minutes. Plus, there'll be some winning there. Some free food from Bojangles. It'll be Bow Time.
I hope I didn't just mess up
It's hard. It's hard. Sorry.
our Today music, because I just closed out that window, but I didn't save it, so I'm not thinking it didn't do anything.
Okay.
All right,
me-
so hold on. Yeah, pick a day Perrin will be off work and can come. She's always working though. That's the problem. She's gonna have to take off. She's just gonna, I'm sorry, I can't. But it's gonna be in the off season, so hopefully it will be a little bit better. All right,
There
so
you go.
Gary's going to Miami on a cruise. Oh, your 51st anniversary. Aw. I'm thinking it's gonna be before your cruise.
Very cool.
I'm hoping it will last a little bit longer. I'm lost.
Yep. Oh, Carolina Coastie.
Hello.
I spoke with them yesterday. They have got. They had 3 different logos out there for the style for their summer shirt, where they were going to put our shark logo on it, and they put it out there on their Facebook page yesterday for a vote as to which logo they liked. So they have. I think they have a clear winner. So the summer shirts are moving forward, and we're excited about that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gary asked if they have his address. So Lord, see, that's pretty cool. Renting a house in Corova. That's a pretty cool little idea.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Not a big
Absolutely.
getaway, but just a getaway. That's like when people go down to Ocracoke. It's not that far, but it's just enough to kind of get away.
Unless the ferry quits running, and then you're
stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you know somebody that has a boat.
That's very true. All right, I'm gonna have to go to their Facebook page and see who the winner was.
Okay. They had 3 different Carolina Coastie apparel logos yesterday. 2 of them were sort of similar, and one of them was strikingly different.
You sent me pictures.
I did.
When did you do that?
Like 20 minutes ago.
Where was I?
You were sitting right here, but I didn't tell you.
Oh, and my phone's on silence.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Why did you? Oh, I sent that to you. That's why. Never mind. I was like, why did you send me that?
I'm gonna try to bring up.
Oh, that's my joint. That's my place.
I'm looking for some guys. Hang on just a second. See if I can come up here.
My eyeballs are hurting.
Oh, it's all in one. All right, this is perfect. I'm gonna send you this picture too.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe do this one first. Maybe.
Okay.
Hang on.
All right, so I gotta go. Sorry. Yawning. All right,
Okay.
Caro.
There we go.
Lina. Oh, there's another one.
All right, Carolina Coastie, we're set.
Oh, look
We're
at
set.
you. You
Yep.
got them.
I got them. We're gonna show them here in a second.
Oh, they're kind of cool.
Yeah, they are. Like, I can't tell you which one I like until after everybody talks about it.
All right, hold on. I don't want
Have
that.
a great day at work, Lori.
Yes.
You and Jim Morrison. I would recommend. Oh gosh, what was the name of that?
I like Peace Frog.
There was an album by actually Jim Morrison it was his poetry.
Of
course, all the Doors music was poetry set to music. I don't know if you understood that about the Doors. It wasn't songwriting. It was poetry that they would write, and they would set it to music. So a little bit of a different approach, especially for a rock band, don't you think? I do. So this was American something.
Sure.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah, and he would. It was some really strange lyrics for poetry. It was really cool to listen to. And no, you did not have to be in an altered state of mind to feel that way about what you're listening to. It was just really cool.
Okay, so. I believe you. All right.
Oh, Foy said she liked the hibiscus one.
All right, hold on. New things are coming.
These are only going to be available through the radio.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, so let's go to this American Prayer.
That's it. American Prayer.
Thank you for that info.
Yeah.
See, I liked the Doors, but I was never a huge Doors fan. Like, I never had an album or a CD or a cassette or 8-track or anything.
I found myself sort of drawn to their music about the time that Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison in the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That's about that place. There you go.
What was I going to say? One of my favorite songs by them is Peace Frog.
Peace Frog.
There's blood on the streets in Chicago. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, all right. So
What's
these
the one
are
at the end where they go stronger than dirt?
dun 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 dun.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, that's not it. Touch me,
Touch me,
babe.
baby.
Da-da-da-da.
I
I don't, anyway.
Maybe, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So these are the 3 different choices
All right, Carolina Coastie.
for summer. I
Yeah.
kind of like the hibiscus too.
Do you? I told
Yeah.
him, I said, if you were really thinking about the shark, which is
The
in
water.
my mind what I think about, because that's what we're doing right now.
Right.
That's where we're working. Although my job actually is to think of all of our radio stations. So for a different radio station, I
Right.
might choose a different one.
Right.
I really might, you know. But so I liked either one with the water, the waves there. Those are the ones I kind of liked. So
Wait, which one with the waves? The
either
one in
one
the
of
middle?
them.
Oh,
either
either
one
one?
of them. Yeah.
See, the one in the middle could be shark because it looks like a couple sharks swimming by.
Kind of does.
Mhm.
I can see that too. Very cool.
I
I don't
know
know.
what you mean. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
That's right.
Um.
And Jim was laying a lot down.
Uh-huh.
Old Morrison.
Uh-huh. All right, let me go back here.
Anyway,
All right,
I
so-
think the logos all look really good, by the
Mhm.
way, guys. And the work you do is fantastic.
Now,
I really
question,
liked it. Yeah.
is that going to be a big design on the back of the t-shirt? That?
I don't know.
or is it gonna
I'm gonna have
go-
to. I don't have that kind of input in this.
Okay. I
Which
was just
is
I was
fine.
asking them.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I thought you were asking me. I said I don't know. I just don't.
All right.
Yeah. The blue wave. Well, waves are blue.
That's
They are.
that was good, boy.
Yeah.
That was very good. Okay, so this is one of my hangouts. 87 years. The oldest restaurant on the Outer Banks, I do believe.
I believe you're right.
Yep.
I believe you're right.
I like that place.
I've got 2 minutes until Today in Music, by the way.
Hopefully it's normal.
Sharper, cleaner look. All right, Mike, the ex-DJ. We say that with respect.
Yeah, he was smart enough to get out of it.
See, here comes the humor. Because he's probably very versed in picking out stuff like this because he's probably been involved in these situations where he had to choose one. That's a good point that you bring up. Something that's clear,
Yes.
sharp, and easy to see.
Not
Not to be discounted at all.
fuzzy,
Right.
You're right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, the bottom one, the blue waves
He
come
likes
up.
to be called a radio survivor, Cindy. That's what
A
he just said.
survivor.
Yeah.
He was a smart one. He got out of radio.
Mike, it's a dirty little secret. You can't really ever get out of radio.
No, see, he's technically kind of back.
I know. He's
We
with
s-
us. All right, hang on. We've got to do a
It'll be
break
on the
here.
back. Okay, so all right, cool. Thank you for answering that. Hang on, guys.
All right, Mike to the air going on. Today, yesterday, and beyond.
Killer hits all day, every day.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Joan Jett.
Yeah. And of course, she
And
used,
the
to be with
Blackhearts.
she used to be with the Runaways with Lita Ford.
That's exactly
and a
right.
girl named Jackie who was
Mhm.
on Jeopardy, and she did really well actually
How do you know that?
because I watched it.
So she was a contestant.
She was a contestant on Jeopardy. Her name
Not
was
Joan
Jackie.
Jett.
No,
Jackie.
Jackie. She was. I want to say the bass player.
Right.
Or maybe she was the. And I think she was the bass player. Anyway, she got up there and this is when Alex Trebek was still there.
Yeah.
And he said, "So you were in a band?" And she said, "Yeah." And it was kind of a famous band, wasn't it? And she goes, "Well, kinda."
A little modest at this point about
She's
it.
like, "Yeah, we were called the Runaways with Joan Jett."
Oh,
and Lita
wow.
Ford." But yeah, it was really really cool.
Very cool.
But she survived a couple days. But anyway.
All right, that's pretty cool. I love rock and roll. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. It's Bill and Cindy wanting killer hits all day. 8:24 right now. Your shark forecast could see, well, it's going to be breezy today. Could see maybe some wet stuff overnight tonight, maybe tomorrow. One of those kind of things.
Yeah, 85 though along the coast, so the breeze better be blowing fairly well. Warmer inland though, 90 with heat index of upper 90s.
Wow.
And then tomorrow some sunshine, chance of showers, thunderstorms, and 85 after
Right.
we get down to 72 tonight.
Right now, let's see, we got 74 right there along the Chowan River where the Bass Pro guys are hanging out in Edenton.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's like the stage 5, whatever that means.
Yes.
75 in Duckweed, 76 at Nagsett at 102.5 the Shark.
And today is Today in Music is what
All
we're talking about. These are things that happened.
All right, 2017, the site of the 1969 Woodstock Music Fest was officially recognized for its place in history when Governor Andrew Cuomo announced that Bethelwood Center for the Arts had been placed on the National Register of Historic Places.
Wasn't it Yeagar's farm?
That's it. Yep, Max's place.
2002.
2002, D.D. Ramone, guitarist with Ramones, passed away in L.A. He was a drug overdose for him, and he was 49 years old. And in 1999, the Backstreet Boys started a 5-week run at #1 on the album charts with Millennium,
Quit playing games.
the
with
boy
my
band's
heart
very first
and
#1
my
album.
heart. In 1998, Brandy and Monica started an 11-week run at #1 on the singles charts with The Boy Is Mine. I don't know if I remember that one.
That's pretty cool.
I'll have to think about that. 1996, inventor William Palmer died. Now, who is William Palmer? He is the man who invented the magnetic tape recorder. Before this, music had to be cut direct to records.
Wow. All right.
Huh.
That's a
If you
big move
messed up-
forward.
Yeah, if you messed up, you'd have to go back and start all over again. 1990, a federal judge in Fort Lauderdale ruled that the Two Live Crew album, As Nasty as They Want to Be, was obscene.
I remember that.
And they
Yep.
actually, decision was overturned
On
on an
appeal,
appeal.
yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
How about music birthdays today? Who do we have?
Jimmy Jam, James
Okay.
Harris, his name. He is a songwriter, record producer, Janet Jackson.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay, there you go.
He was born on this day in 1959.
All right.
There's a country singer named Lisa Brokup. She
Yeah.
is 51.
Okay.
Earlier, we were talking about, we played the horrible version of Jenny
Oh,
that David Lee Roth did.
some of you may not have heard this.
That was
David
awful.
Lee Roth has done a cover of
You didn't miss anything.
8675309.
Jenny.
And Dave's just I thought personally is just a little bit off tune on the vocal.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Simon Cowell, it was a bit cabaret-ish as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, it was. Yes.
Anyway,
But his guitar player back when he did like Just a Gigolo and all that kind of stuff,
Yep.
Steve Vai, he is turning, or he was born on 1960 in this day.
Okay.
Also, Uncle Cracker.
Oh, that's right. The Drift Away guy. The Drift Away guy. Yep.
Follow me.
Yeah,
na, na,
yep.
na, na. He was born in 1974.
All right. That's Today in Music. It means only one thing. It is bow time.
It is.
And you could be a winner of a 2-piece chicken dinner right now from Bojangles by doing this.
Text us the word Woodstock,
Oh, there you go.
as in Woodstock became, the site that it was held on became a historic registered place.
All right. Very
Text
cool.
it to our Ripple Fiber text to win line 252-441.
1025 to qualify to win. News and weather together up within 10 minutes of more killer hits for you next.
All right, he did it well. Yay.
All right.
Okay, when I drop wait a minute. Oh, a hat how did you know I liked a hat?
Do what?
She said I had a hat. They have a hat that for Cindy that I like, that you like, that I
Very
like.
cool.
Hold on. Okay, the logo will be on the back.
All right.
The
Very
shark
neat.
logo will be on the front.
Okay.
Cool. I like hats. Let's see. Perrin, good morning. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your cousin died. A t-shirt, long sleeve with pocket to hold your hand in front. Also a place to hold your iPhones, plus pics from us in the morning show. You only need space for 13 spaces, counting Cynthia and William. Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Steve Vai is on tour this summer with Joe Satriani. That is very cool. All right, I'm going to name drop. Yep, I'm going to be that person. Steve Vai went to school with a girl named Claire Meyerhoff. And Mike, I don't think you know her, but she worked in radio with me.
Okay.
She did news. I don't know where, but her name is Claire Meyerhoff. She went to school in Long Island with
Right.
Joe Satriani and with Steve Vai.
Mm.
Joe Satriani was a couple years older, but he taught Steve Vai how to play the guitar.
Right.
Well, Steve Vai was coming through town in Washington, D.C. area, and he stopped at a little place, very, very, what's the, not intimate setting
Okay.
called the Birchmere.
Oh, yeah.
They had little tables and you sit around there and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, he was coming to town, so he called Claire and said, "Claire, hi, I'll be there. I'd love to see you again," because they were friends.
Right.
So he said, "Do you know anybody else that would want to go?" And she's like, "Yeah, Cindy that I work with is a rocker, absolutely 100%." Well, she ended up having 4 tickets total, including the
right.
one she used. So I took 2 friends of mine that were in another band with the drummer and the bass player, and so they got to go with us. Anyway, and Steve Vai came around and just played his guitar right there at our table, and then afterwards we went backstage. Well, the drummer that came with me is in the band Kix. Well, when Steve Vai was playing with the band Whitesnake, Kix was the opening band for Whitesnake back in the late 80s.
So do they know each other?
They remembered each other.
Okay.
Of course, the drummer's name is Jimmy, and he's very shy. He doesn't talk much. But so finally, when we were back, I'm like, "Steve," I said, "I don't know if you remember this, this man or not," but I said, "Jimmy Chalfant, drummer for Kix." "Oh, dude, yeah, you guys toured around with us back in." So they remembered each other. It was kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. Really
Has Sherman sent you any chapstick yet? That's from last year.
That's
though.
from last
That's what
year.
he was. No, we're getting their stuff, but it hasn't gotten here yet.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. It's officially not summer yet. So they are a sponsor of a big summer promotion, but they're still in the mode, well, we're getting our stuff together to send you for the summer.
Right.
So it might be a couple of weeks.
Right.
Before we see that. And no, they give you brand new certificates to give away for the free product.
Right.
That you take to the grocery store. And they're dated through the end of the year.
Right.
That kind of thing. So they've got their way of doing it. And once we get it, we got plenty of it. So you just have to wait for it. It's coming.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah. So update on a bit of a story from yesterday. Linda Lippy was on, the school teacher.
Oh, yes, that needed the lawnmower and and the
Powhatan,
leaves. Yes.
Virginia, which is where I raised, well, Mrs. Thomas and I raised our boys.
Mm-hmm.
No update on whether she got the help for the lawnmower.
We don't know.
From my buddy Jimmy Ranson, somebody that she knows too. Local connection. It was just like, what a small world this is.
Very small.
But
world.
I get home last night. My 2 sons just happened to be there for dinner, and I say, "Hey, did any of you guys ever have Miss Lippy in school?"
Oh no.
And they were like, "No, we didn't, but we sure know who she is."
Really?
And they go, "Why?" I said, "Well, here's what happened. She comes to the Outer Banks quite frequently, vacations.
Charlie's Angels,
likes the shark as well, and is a member of our little Facebook Live club every morning. She started joining us, and boom, there you go.
She said something that she was retiring, and you started talking, and bada bing, bada boom,
and there it was. So they were kind of amazed at that. They were like, "That's just
small
weird."
world.
It is, in a way.
Well, I mean, like with me on this whole thing, like that's your little Mike being at WTOP, and that's just
exactly.
Weird. And he knows Neil Augenstein.
Every time we go
and
out
he always
the
says
door,
Augenstein.
Every time we go out the door, Cindy and I, to a remote broadcast, we haul all our stuff out there, and we take our tent and put it up and put our banners up, and we have our music playing, and we're doing our remote, and listeners, and they start coming by the table and things. And a lot of times they're on vacation, because this is a tourist.
It's a vacation.
Yeah, it's a vacation
resort
mecca,
town.
But we play a little game amongst the 2 of us that nobody really knows about until we mention it. And we try to find who can get a person to come to the table that turns out to be closer to where they grew up, Cindy or Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's me.
Sometimes
it's Cindy, but it's just something that we do. It's kind of fun. But it amazes me how many people are really so close to big parts of our lives that just come by. It's really kind of crazy. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so real quick, Mike says he likes that song "Don't Close Your Eyes" by Kix.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, you got the Jolly Roger. All right, this is. Hold on. Can I point? This is Brian, one of their guitar players. They've retired, by the way. That's Ronnie, another one. That's Steve. That's me. That's Jimmy, who I took to concert with me.
Right.
And that's Mark, who I also took to the concert with me. And sorry if I wasn't talking directly into the microphone
Good
when
times.
I did that.
Good
But
times.
no,
I think they could hear you.
They're friends.
Very cool. Foy says Linda is a sweet lady.
I've met her a couple times. She
that's
is.
cool. Very cool.
She is a very nice lady. Very nice lady.
Very nice lady.
Oh,
indeed.
you nice lady.
So, but we can't wait to see how it turned out for her. I hope she found somebody
With
to
the
help her
lawnmower?
with her yard. You know, I really do. Oh, Mike says seriously cool on the photo.
And I'm going to point this out too.
Yeah.
Notice right there, that's my all access pass that I had. Obviously, they're not together anymore, so
Right.
it doesn't do me any good. But no, they gave me my all access pass.
Okay. That's pretty
They
cool.
were, I mean, literally, they were friends with me. I went to the lead singer's house on Christmas Day one year.
Right. I could,
So-
we could arrange maybe to have somebody taking some professional
Oh, we could
pictures.
get a photographer.
Yeah. We just might be able to do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I bet, you know what? I bet if we invited Mike Baxter, he'd come for the
Our
food.
engineer.
Just so he's in radio. People just show up for the food and take a few pictures. Deal? I bet. Yeah, we could try that. That'd be funny. VIP?
I was kind of VIP. I mean, I've known the guys for years, and so
Yeah.
I actually, Steve, the lead singer, actually set me up with his brother-in-law, which was obviously his
Right.
wife's brother at one point in time, and he and I dated for about 6 months.
Yeah.
But I'd hang out with him.
Cindy's got some real connections with some music people. I mean, and if you're in radio over the years, you have, because of radio, you have connections.
Right.
You know, there's no doubt about that.
I've actually met these guys before I was in
See,
radio,
and that's
which is the
different.
weird part.
That makes it different. You know, most
Now,
most of my connections are country music oriented because I spent so many years doing.
Except for your next door neighbor.
Well, he was country.
He wasn't through radio though.
No, grew up with this guy, but
The
yeah,
Statler brothers.
yeah, grew up in Stanton, Virginia, and if you're from anywhere near there was this country group called the Statler Brothers, and at one time, they were the Bomb Diggities.
They were
entertainers of the year.
They were
They had
kind of
number
like the Oak
ones.
Ridge Boys.
Yeah, a lot like the Oak Ridge
Yes.
Boys. We were so proud of them though in our hometown.
Oh, I'm sure.
Got that connection.
It's like in Winchester, Virginia. They're so
Yeah.
proud of Patsy Cline as the big connection.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
You know, and sometimes the connections just are really crazy. When Mrs. Thomas and I were first married, I was in radio. Get this,
Counting flowers on the wall. That don't bother me at all. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo.
Now don't tell me
I got,
you got
nothing to do.
Yeah, that song was written by one of the Statler brothers, Lou DeWitt, and he worked at a mental hospital in high school
And so
called
he was
Western State Hospital, and he would watch these people looking
counting flowers on the wall.
looking at the wallpaper, watching Captain Kangaroo on the TV,
That makes
and
complete
he wrote
sense
that
now.
song about that. Most people don't understand that.
That makes complete
Mhm.
sense
Yeah.
in stereo on my Android. Okay, that was kind of funny.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, there's connections, and I think everybody's got a certain connection to somebody that they consider pretty famous. We talk about that guy Kevin Bacon, the actors. What is it?
6 degrees. Of Kevin.
degrees.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you're technical. I mean, I've met him in Baltimore.
See, it's so true
Mhm.
with that.
I wasn't in radio either then. He was
Right.
filming the movie He Said, She Said.
Okay.
And they filmed part of it in
Right.
Baltimore.
That's right. You told
Right.
the story.
And that's when Leslie from Arkansas or Alabama or wherever she was from. Oh my gosh, Cindy, you're never going to believe who I just met. Or I'm like, who? Kevin Bacon.
Don't you love people that talk in a real interesting Southern dialect?
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I'm not talking about down there near the tomato patch. Not that country redneck thing.
You
But
reckon?
the genuine.
That Southern drawl.
Yeah.
They got that
We
Southern
have
drawl.
we have a sales manager here that's got that.
Bill,
Lori.
Sandy,
One syllable words become two.
Uh-huh.
Bill, that kind of thing.
2 syllable words
I
become
just find
3.
I find it
I love it.
funny.
I
Yeah.
always pick on her,
Yeah.
not in the mean way, but just like I pick on you about your
Absolutely.
hair and your brush
Right, boy. We're all going to be VIP.
and your blue shirt.
Which one?
Blue shirts.
Yep,
Let me
that's right.
rephrase that. Richard.
Man. Gary, drop a bomb on us. Give us a connection.
Yeah, go ahead. Drop a name.
Anybody. Drop
a name.
We can
Anybody.
spend a few minutes on this.
Oh, I could even do John Stamos.
Well, you
and the Beach
can.
Boys.
That's right. Absolutely.
And I'm going to get to do that again.
Mhm.
And we are going to have a party before the party. when the
Yeah, we
Beach Boys
will.
come to town. Like,
Mhm.
seriously, we are going to have a party before the party. We're going to be hanging out an hour and a half. We'll get there before the gates open. And so while everybody's waiting in line, so they can rush to get to the front of the stage so they can go over John Stamos.
Yeah.
We'll be having some fun out in the parking lot, sort of.
You know, my sons, they're more Full House age
Mm-hmm,
that relate to John Stamos. And, you know, Mrs. Thomas and I are obviously on the Beach Boys side.
mm-hmm.
We watched Full House when the kids were kids, and actually when we were still maybe teenagers when it first came. Maybe in
I
the
don't
early 20s,
remember.
maybe. I can't remember what the timing was at. Was it late 80s or early 90s? But I think it's brilliant the way it's turned out, you know, as far as a well-rounded show for an older group of people that appreciate the Beach Boys that were around when these songs came out.
Right.
And then you've got their kids and their grandkids that were not around for that.
No.
They relate My Daddy Takes My T-Bird Away and Fun to like a TV commercial.
And they'll
for a
also,
product.
but they will know Aruba,
Kokomo,
Bahamas, come
yeah.
on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, what? we
But they
got
do
so-
know Full House.
They do know
And
Full
they know
House.
Uncle Jesse and the Rippers.
My daughter, hold on, let me see. When was Full House out? When did Full House first come out? 1987.
Okay, there you go.
And it
So,
lasted until May of 1995.
mhm.
All right, my daughter has a question.
Your daughter has a question.
Yeah, well, it was for me, but I'm gonna get somebody else's opinion on this.
Is this live? This is her talking to you now.
She sent me a message. She said, "If Tyler made steak on Saturday, is it still good?" Today is Thursday. I would say no.
Sealed in plastic.
I'm sure it's wrapped up.
Ziploc.
It's probably in a plastic container.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Android, spend a little more money and get a real iPhone. We can. I like my Android. I have an Android right here, and I love my Android.
I'm an Android person as well.
I've always had an Android. I've never gone to an iPhone.
I
And
have.
I don't know if I could
I
make
did.
over to a.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary says it is still good.
It's aged, and that's more expensive now. And
That's true.
it's more expensive now.
All right.
Just-
Anybody
you know
else's
what?
opinion?
If it has a funny smell to it, don't worry. Just put some horseradish on it, and you'll be fine.
And a little A1.
Yes, there you go. Now you know. Now you're thinking.
But today is the last day. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Is the
Of course,
last
we have to give a disclaimer.
day.
You know, we're not
If
food
you-
specialists.
Right. And if you get nauseous or you get food poisoning, it's not my fault.
That's right. That's right. You're on your own, kid.
Sorry.
But here's what you should do.
Team Android, yes.
Oh man.
And you probably shop at I do. And let me tell you what. Bill said that he and Mrs. Thomas were in CVS over the weekend,
Yes.
and they evidently have sundresses
They
too. And Mrs. Thomas said, "Oh, you need to tell Cindy about these."
do. So true. I was there. Really wild.
Oh,
That was
Lord.
Sunday afternoon at CVS. We
Mhm.
ran into half the radio station there
Yeah, Courtney
Shell-
was
Shelley
there.
was
Shelley
there.
was there.
with her mom.
That's so funny.
It was like, what the world? So
All right, my
love it.
Wi-Fi thingy is showing like a weird
Okay.
little
Should
thing.
we roll credits?
No, we got 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes.
we have a minute and a half.
Okay.
There's a
Okay.
Texas Roadhouse coming to Elizabeth City. Mama loves some Texas Roadhouse.
Yes. Good
Hand,
stuff.
hold on. Hand on iPhone user. Hand an iPhone user an Android and say, "Take my picture." It ain't
Right.
happening. Courtney is doing well.
Yep, absolutely.
We
She's
see her
doing
every
great.
day.
She is our big boss owner guy is on a vacation, so
Mhm.
she's kind of manning the helm,
Here at the Rock.
keeping everything straight. And I'm going to throw her a curveball today because we're having one of our radio stations is having a big think tank meeting,
Mm-hmm.
you know, brainstorming session, and I've
Mhm.
requested
A powwow.
powwow. I've requested free lunch for
Food.
them.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's going to have to facilitate that and coordinate that with what everybody wants and stuff like that. And we like to give them tip money, even though we are literally trading advertising
Mm-hmm,
for the food. Still, they prepare it, and it's so she's got that all figured out, and she does very well at it. So
Perrin just asked, "What about the hot rod? We may have one. We will know today.
absolutely, yep.
We will know
Yeah,
today."
and you know, Perrin, we went through Brenda and Rick or Richard at the gift garden and garage.
Didn't Lori suggest us doing that too? I believe.
Somebody, Lori, yeah,
I
Lori
say it was
did.
Lori.
Yeah, yes. And that's where we got the lead on this, and we'll find out today whether the person can be there or not. So, it's all a scheduling thing,
right? Finding out if there's other obligations.
He's going to check with his wife, which is very smart.
We will definitely
being Father's Day weekend. He's just making sure there's nothing else planned.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Smart guy. Absolutely.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
She might be having the kids come over or something like that. Yeah. Right,
so that would be a deal breaker possibly, but that's okay. You know, maybe, we'll just keep on looking and asking you guys and taking it to the airwaves and seeing what turns up. So I have faith that something good will come of it.
We will definitely invite, whoever wants to come.
Yeah.
We'll tell Courtney.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we're going to roll those old credits. Rolling.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us each and every day. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, we love our family. We
go.
love our fam.
We feel like a member of a family with you guys.
We do.
So can't wait for breakfast when it happens. And just thank you guys for just being who you are.
I'm thinking sometime during the week of Columbus Day, second week in October.
Okay.
Sometime or another.
All right. Sounds good to me. Mike, later, you too. Have a good day.
See you Friday, which is tomorrow.
That's
Woo-hoo!
Right. That's right.
Oh, I could go for some French fries right now.
That's right. Remember, if you can't be good, be good
at it. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.